All right, we are back. I hope y'all are having a great time. Let's talk about coloring. Stampin' Up! Has quite a few different options on coloring. We have inks, we have pens, we have blender pens, we have watercolor pencils, we have all sorts. So here are some examples of our colors. And again, when I talk about it's dummy proof, it really is dummy proof because you don't have to think about it. Here is our ink pads. This is Bermuda Bay, and remember I showed you that piece of cardstock, right? So look at that. It automatically coordinates. Okay. So our ink pads. This is a patent pending pad that Stampin' Up! Has designed, and it's really great because it keeps the pad upside down, so the ink is always at the top of your pad. So how you open these, there's these three dots right here. So you just push right there, it flips up, and you roll it, and then it snaps into place. That is the nice thing about our ink pad. So the inks are always on top. Then we have what we refer to as our Stampin' Write markers. And the markers are just that. They're water-based markers. You have a fine tip pen, which is the line that shows you. And then we have a fat tip. So it's pretty, again, I call it dummy proof. So there's our fat tip pen. And then our fine point is here. And that's for making small lines. And these are great for coloring. Let me shut my ink pad. So to close the ink pad, you put your finger here and just pull, and then you flip and snap. Now, the next thing we've come out with are coordinating blender pens. These are alcohol blend. If some of you do crafting, you might be familiar with Copics. It's something very similar. And just like our markers, we have a fine tip and then we have a brush tip. So these come in a light, they come in a combo pack. You get a light and a dark, and you just color along. So that's what we refer to as our Stampin' blends. Now here's the real red that I talked to you about, and then here is a piece of our real red cardstock, and see the color coordination again at all colors. We have markers, we have our alcohol blends, our Stampin' blends, and then we have our ink pad, and of course we have little refill bottles, and then we do have watercoloring pencils. I didn't bring those out. So watercoloring pencils, we do aqua painters where you can dip your the painter in a little bit of water and mix it with your ink, and it gives you a watercolor look. So that's a really nice thing. And then another sample just to show again is our color coordination with our Misty Moonlight. And again, we have our blends and our markers. So it makes it really easy for you to determine what colors you need to use for your stamping, and it helps you make it look like you're making professional looking cards.